Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Minuti Chatterjee with the Midday News. The headlines. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman interacts with trade and industry representatives on Budget 2020 in Kolkata, says to fulfill the vision of New India, government will continue to engage with industry. Nearly 9,000 cases disposed of in a day by National Lok Adalats across Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Chief Justice of India S A Bobde stresses on need for a law to make pre-litigation mediation mandatory. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in his Mann Ki Baat program on the 23rd of this month. Thai soldier who killed at least 26 people in a shooting spree shot dead by commandos this morning. And in the final of Under-19 Cricket World Cup, Bangladesh won the toss and put India to bat in South Africa. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that the government will continue to engage with stakeholders and industry to fulfill Prime Minister's vision of New India. Interacting with trade and industry representatives in Kolkata on Budget 2020 today, she said the government's role will be that of a facilitator.
Prime Minister Modi is looking at building a new India, India which really gives space for the spirit of entrepreneurship which has been ingrained in our society, especially when Prime Minister's New India wants to benefit from the technologies available, wants to use technology more as an objective interface between what is otherwise delivered by the government and what is otherwise performed by the businesses. In other words, for government to be a facilitator, today we have the advantage of technology.
The minister said that the government will continue to take steps for the effective governance with ease of doing business. She said that the vision of New India will be successful with initiatives in entrepreneurial and digital India arena. The finance minister also said the scope to map the bank ATM in areas where demand and viability of its setup are possible. A series of National Lok Adalats, first in the year 2020, were held in all the courts across Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh regions, including both wings of the High Court. The Lok Adalats were held under the aegis of National Legal Services Authority. More from our correspondent.
The Lok Adalats were held under the aegis of National Legal Service Authority. J&K Legal Service Authority said more than 13,000 cases were taken up by 124 benches constituted for the day-long Lok Adalats in various courts across both the union territories. As many as 9,000 cases were disposed of and an amount of rupees 15 crores was awarded as compensation and settlement in various cases. N. Gulshan Rana, AIR News, Jammu.
Chief Justice of India S A Bobde has stressed on the need to have a comprehensive law on making pre-litigation mediation mandatory. He said it would ensure efficiency and reduce the time of pendency for parties as well as courts. Speaking at the third international conference organized by the Indian Council of Arbitration ICA and Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry FICCI yesterday, Justice Bobde said the time is ripe to devise such a law. The Chief Justice of India said, though arbitration is the most preferred mode of privately resolving a big range of disputes today, it is done at the cost of mediation and conciliation, which is faster and less expensive. He said arbitration and mediation are deeply embedded in dispute resolution mechanism in India's commercial practices and social life. In the Kashmir Valley, police have arrested 3 persons from central Kashmir's Budgam district for their alleged links with Hizbul Mujahideen terror outfit. A police spokesman said that these terrorists were involved in assisting Hizbul Mujahideen cadres operating in Budgam areas. Police have filed an FIR against the banned separatist organization Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front JKLF for asking people to observe strike today and on February the 11th. A police spokesman said that the statement issued by the affiliates of the banned organization was an attempt to incite violence and disturb law and order situation in the Kashmir Valley. The administration has sanctioned 125 community bunkers in Kashmir with an aim to build shelters and safeguard human lives from the arbitrary shelling by Pakistan. The bunkers have been sanctioned for Kupwara and Baramulla district of North Kashmir. Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu will head a 24-member reconstituted Jammu and Kashmir Science, Technology and Innovation Council, STIC. J&K STIC endeavours to harness the potential of science and technology as an instrument of socio-economic change. In Jammu and Kashmir, projects worth over 400 crore rupees are under execution to upgrade the sports infrastructure in the Union Territory. The projects are being funded by the J&K Infrastructure Development Finance Corporation, JKIDFC. These include development of a number of new stadiums in rural areas. This is All India Radio, giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website, www.newsonair.com. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio on the 23rd of this month. It will be the 62nd episode of the monthly radio program. In a tweet, Mr. Modi invited people to share their ideas on topics he should address on the 62nd episode of Mann Ki Baat. People can dial 1-800-11-7800 to record their message and can write on the Namo app open forum or on mygov. People can also give a missed call on 1922 and follow the link received in SMS to directly give their suggestions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has conveyed to the visiting Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Mahinda Rajapaksa, that New Delhi expects Colombo to fulfill expectations of the Tamil people in Sri Lanka for equality, justice, peace and respect. Mr. Modi said stability, security and prosperity in Sri Lanka is not only in India's interest but also in the interest of the entire Indian Ocean region. He was talking to media persons after holding talks with Mr. Rajapaksa in New Delhi yesterday.
मुझे विश्वास है कि श्रीलंका सरकार यूनाइटेड श्रीलंका के भीतर समानता, न्याय, शांति और सम्मान के लिए तमिल लोगों की अपेक्षाओं को साकार करेगी। इसके लिए ये आवश्यक होगा कि श्रीलंका के संविधान में 13वें संशोधन को लागू करने के साथ-साथ रिकंसिलिएशन की प्रक्रिया को आगे ले जाया जाए।
In their talks, the two Prime Ministers also decided to strengthen and deepen cooperation in combating terrorism. Mr. Rajapaksa is on a 5-day visit to India. China has reported 2,656 new cases of coronavirus and 89 new deaths yesterday. The total numbers of confirmed cases are 37,251 in China and around 320 abroad. Total deaths are 812 in China and 1 abroad. 2,651 patients have been discharged. 28,942 are suspected cases in China. The Thai soldier who killed at least 26 people and was holed up in a mall overnight was shot dead this morning by commandos. With his killing, a near 17-hour ordeal ended, which left dozens wounded and stunned the country. Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has said that the soldier committed this crime over a personal problem. The Prime Minister said it is unprecedented in Thailand, and he said he wanted it to be the last time that such crisis happens. Vice President of Vietnam, Dang Thai Ngoc Tin, will arrive in New Delhi on Tuesday on a 3-day state visit to India. During the visit, she will hold bilateral delegation-level talks with Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu. Ms. Dang Thai Ngoc Tin will also call on President Ramnath Kovind at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Renowned thinker, writer and founder-director of Bharatiya Vichar Kendram, P. Parameswaram, passed away this morning at Ottapalam in Kerala. He was awarded Padma Vibhushan in 2018 and Padma Shri in 2004. His last rites will be performed in his hometown, Muamma, in Alapura this evening. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed grief on the demise of the thinker and President of Vivekanand Kendra, P. Parameswaran. P. Parameswaran was one of the senior-most pracharaks of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, and former leader of erstwhile Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Ravidas Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Sant Ravidas, is being celebrated across the country today. Sant Ravidas was a 14th century saint and founder of Bhakti movement in North India. President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to Guru Ravidas. An 18-day-long focused Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat campaign has been organized by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting across the country. The program kicks off tomorrow and will continue till the 28th of February. The program promotes the spirit of national integration through a deep and structured engagement between all Indian states and union territories. At the launch of the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat program in 2016, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke how the initiative can build bonds between the people of various states of India. In Tripura, for the first time, the state government has organized a 2-day-long Hornbill Festival, which began yesterday at Boramura Eco Park in Theliamura. The festival has been organized to raise awareness among the people about the hornbills and to act for the preservation of ecology. A report from our Agartala correspondent.
The state for the first time organized a festival taking cue from the globally famous Hornbill Festival of Nagaland. State Minister Biplab Kumar Dev inaugurating the festival said the festival would not only encourage bird and nature lovers but also create awareness of hornbill birds and promote the state's ecotourism sector to a great extent. The minister further said the festival will also encourage the scope of livelihood support to locals, hospitality sector, boarding and lodging, transport sector. The minister unveiled Hornbill Viewpoint and inaugurated log huts for the tourists at the Eco Park. Rina Nomaitem, AR News, Agartala.
Switzerland votes in a referendum today on a new law against homophobia that is opposed by the populist right-wing Swiss People's Party, SPP. The new law would widen existing legislation against discrimination or incitement to hatred on ethnic or religious grounds to include sexual orientation. The change was passed by the Swiss Parliament in 2018, but critics who believe it will end up censoring free speech have forced a referendum on the issue. Bangladesh skipper Akbar Ali won the toss and put India to bat in the summit clash of the Under-19 World Cup at Potchefstroom in South Africa. Indian Colts were 15 for 1 in 8.2 overs when reports last came in. India retained the 11 that had thumped Pakistan in the semi-final. Bangladesh meanwhile made one change, bringing back Abhishek Das, the seam bowling all-rounder, in place of Hassan Murad, the left-arm finger spinner. Weatherman says rain is likely to return and interrupt the action later in the afternoon. Sports Authority of India will take on Haryana in the final of the 10th Hockey India Senior Women National Championship, A Division, today. In the first semi-finals, Sports Authority of India, SAI, edged past Madhya Pradesh Hockey Academy 2-1 in a shootout after both teams failed to find the net in regular time. In second semi-finals, Haryana beat Maharashtra 3-2. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman interacts with trade and industry representatives on Budget 2020 in Kolkata, says to fulfill the vision of New India, government will continue to engage with industry. Nearly 9,000 cases disposed of in a day by National Lok Adalats across Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Chief Justice of India S A Bobde stresses on need for a law to make pre-litigation mediation mandatory. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in his Mann Ki Baat program on 23rd of this month. Thai soldier who killed at least 26 people in a shooting spree shot dead by commandos this morning. And in final of Under-19 Cricket World Cup, India was 16 for 1 in 8.3 overs against Bangladesh in South Africa. For details of these stories and more, visit News on AIR app and log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And with that, we end the Midday News.